Start. Hello friends, welcome back to my channel Learn English with Yusuf. I am back with a new video that is secrets to score 10 by 10 in English. So all these tips will help you definitely to score 10 by 10 in coming examination. So let's get started. Paper presentation is equal to a beautiful dress for a body. Okay, this is the first point. And the next point, read the question paper carefully for 10 to 15 minutes. The third one is avoid overwriting. You know, we are fond of writing, overwriting. That is not fine. So you better avoid it. You let us not get the chance of making the text that you have written into overwriting. And the fourth point is avoid strike-offs. These are really dangerous. You know, it is kind of welcoming the evaluator to deduct your marks. So better maximum 99% you better avoid these strike-offs and all. So fifth point is handwriting must be neat and attractive. You know well that handwriting plays a very important role in writing examination. And the sixth point, write medium size letters. What is that? Medium size letters. Why should we write medium size letters? You know, because when you write medium size letters, the evaluator better understand the text maintained in a equal size to be maintained. Right, now let us go to the seventh point. What is the seventh point? It must not be too big letters and also too small, medium size. Right, now let us get into the eighth point, that is no more space or gap between the words and also between the lines. Shouldn't be more space between the lines and between the words. Be careful. And the size must be maintained equally. Right. 10th point, lines must be straight. Whatever the lines you are writing, they must be straight, you know. Right. 11th point, Nana, all lines should be touched to the right side margin, just like textbook. If you take the textbook text, so if you take it, you will find all the lines at the right side touching. It means they all end at a point. Now let us go to the 12th point, that is all the capital letters should dominate the remaining letters. This is to be maintained in the passages and also in the discourses. And the next one, 13th point, don't write multiple answer like A or B. Okay, when you write it, because you wanna choose, or you have to choose only one option, that is A. If the answer is A. If the answer is B. But don't write two options for the same answer. Okay, same question. Right. Now let us talk about the 12th point, that is 13th point, that is don't write multiple answers. And under the part of reading comprehension, especially 4th is 12 and 4th is 12. Okay, so don't forget to mention the question number. What is that? Don't forget to mention the question number, which is really very important. And also while answering the passage, question answers follow the tense. So it means that you have to follow the tense of the question and also the question vocabulary to be followed in the answer. That is what important. What is the next point, Anna? While answering the passage question answers, follow the tense of the question and also the question vocabulary. So next one, let me talk about here I am gonna give you example also. What is that? See, write 3 to 6 lines for each question as it contains 3 marks. How many lines you have to write? 3 to 6. Well, you know why? Because sometimes already the question is for how many marks? 3 marks. It means depends on the question length, the answer length should be there. And in the poem, while answering in the poem, so listen, first one, read the poem twice or thrice and underline the keywords targeting the questions in the poem. So next one is diagram answering, 4 to the 8 marks. So what is the first point? Read the diagram carefully and try to answer. So the second point is heading or the title is in the diagram or above it. You have to find it properly. It means you have to read it carefully, all the things, then you will understand what is the diagram is about. Then come down to the third point, that is analyze it properly. So you have to understand questions and the diagram. When you vice versa, when you read it carefully, you can understand the answer. Let's talk about the cloze test. What is the cloze test? How many marks? 5 marks. So while answering this cloze test, you have to read the passage carefully and guess the tense, recall about the given options and the background, and then you say that why the particular option is suits there and all. So you know that is very important. You should understand the tense. You should understand the what is the preposition is used, what is the article is used, what is the verb form is used there. So all together, what is the conjunction is used. So all together you have to be very careful in answering this. Right. Now let us talk about the editing part. The editing part is also like cloze test, but you have, this is from the textbook, okay, scene text. So you should understand the tense of the given paragraph, so that you will be able to understand in which tense is the passage and where the mistakes are hidden and how to answer. You know all that. First sentence is error free sentence. It means there will be no error. From the question number it starts the error, and you have to identify targeting given the notes by the teacher. All the notes given by the teacher, especially for the bit called editing. So when you apply that editing tips and all, you definitely can answer all and identify or trace the mistake where it is in the paragraph or the questions. Now let us move on to the next point in the editing. Okay, so especially you need to especially use the editing tips given by sir. Right. Now transformation of sentences, that is 4 to the 8 marks. This is also very important, like editing. So let us see the first one. What is the first one? Try these bit answers first in the rough sheet, then try to answer in the main sheet, answering sheet. It means, you know why? Because sometimes you may go wrong. So you will analyze it, you will understand whether it is right or wrong. Then what happened? You will write, you have to strike off and write again in the answer sheet. Then it will make some nonsense. So better you first write your answers in the rough sheet, practice, then write in the answer sheet, main answer sheet, so that there will be no strike offs and all. Right. Second point, be careful and answering this, because that gets you more marks. There is a chance of scoring more 8 marks, cloze test 5 marks, editing 5 marks. These are 20 marks. And discourses, everything. You be careful of all the answers while answering. Right. Now let us talk about this. The third point, what is that? Don't repeat the conjunction in your answer sheet that already in a question. Example, as soon as I went to the college, my friend met me. Okay, this is the question. So you need to start with the when. So when I went to the college, my friend met me is the answer. But you should not combine that again, taking the as soon as in the answer, like when I went to the college, as soon as my friend met me. This is a wrong one. So whatever as soon as and conjunctions, whatever are used in the question, should not be repeated in the answer. That's it. Right. Next one, see the discourses writing. What are the discourses we have? How many discourses we have? 18 discourses. How many marks we are going to get? 20 marks we are going to get. So how many bits are there? It means that major discourse, how many marks? 10 marks. There will be a choice, you have to answer. And whatever discourses, you have to answer 2 discourses minor. So right, first point under the discourse writing. See, use the hints given in the question paper. Discourse, because what to write, who to write, what are the things to be included, all that you will understand. First point, what to write, letter or interview or conversation. Second point, who to write, with whom you have to interview. So who are the people involved in the conversation. So all this together, anyhow in the question paper there are hints that you all follow the hints and try to answer. Don't be hasty in answering, because that carries you 10 marks. And next point in the discourses, let us see. Now next point number 2. What is this? See. Note, have one time practice all the discourses before going to exam. When you practice all the discourses, you will have a bigger confidence and great confidence that you can answer well. So third point, need to have a great perfection over 18 minor and major discourses. You should know what are the major discourses, how many are there, and what are the formats. What are the minor discourses, how many are there, and what are the formats of them. That's you have to be careful. Fourth point, follow the formats only given by SAR. Next one. Fifth point, select the discourse which you feel easier, not the difficult one, because you can write better and you can score more marks like 9 and off and all. So sixth one, every para first line should be started leaving in one inch space in the discourses, especially not in the answers. Seventh point, all the lines should be touched to the right side margin. That you know already. Okay, so as you see in the textbook, that is very important. So eighth point, the capital letter should, what is this? Capital letter should dominate the remaining letters in the answers and also in the passage, question answers and also discourses. Okay, right. Finally, so eventually I would like to tell you that you should feel and you should give that best of the best in English exam. So eventually feel that you can give best of the best in the examination. So one more point, never be overconfident, only be confident and answer. So you know why this is sometimes what happens, because feeling the overconfidence, sometimes you may go wrong in answering. So finally, these are all the things and the tips to score 10 by 10 in English will help you definitely score better. So if you are watching my channel for the first time, kindly like, share and subscribe, and also forward this video to all your friends so that they will be benefited. So I told you already in the beginning that what is that? First impression is the best impression. That is very important. So create the same impression with your evaluator who is gonna give correction, who is gonna do your paper correction. So I wish you all good luck and all the best for English exam. So here I am gonna sign off. Thank you. See you again with a new video. Thank you.